Good morning. This is the first day of our passage from Port St. Joe to Pensacola. Let's see, today must be the 10th, is that right? Yeah, today's the 10th. And I'm sitting up here on the bow. We're just coming out of the bay behind St. Joseph Peninsula. That peninsula has some significance to us because just a week or so before I retired, Christmas of 2013, we went out on that peninsula. There was a state park there then, and had a really enjoyable time out on those beautiful sand beaches. It's one of the most beautiful beaches we've ever seen. And we really wanted to go over there and anchor and then go hang out on the beach, but the weather just didn't make that work for us on this trip. We'll do it at some other time. We're kind of on a little bit of a pace, I think, this time. But anyway, you can look behind us there, and we got Serendipity right back there. Byron and Mary are sailing along with us. We are sailing very slowly, and the reason we're sailing slowly is because we left at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and if we go at an average of 5 knots, we're going to get there at 4 in the morning. That didn't work because we got to go in an inlet that we've never been in before at Pensacola. So what we've decided to do is just kind of meander for a little bit. We got some really flat water right now because the wind died off to almost nothing last night here in the bay, and so we've just decided to cruise along for a little while, and we're going almost 3 knots, which isn't fast, but it's it's the pace that we really need to maintain right now. This area here was absolutely devastated by Hurricane Michael about 18 months ago. If you look over that shore over there, you can see a lot of buildings. I expect most of those are new construction. Now I could be wrong. There could have been a number of those that survived, but pictures I saw of that area, which Mexico Beach is just down over here to the left to port, and my understanding was there was like one building left standing down there, so this area would have been ground zero. But anyway, I'm sure there was a lot of new construction there anyway. So we're just cruising along, just a beautiful beach over here, and sails that got a little bit of wind in them, but not much. So anyway, there is our update for the morning. We will be going all night tonight and arriving in Pensacola hopefully probably about 8 o'clock or so, about a little after sunup tomorrow morning. Get the hook down and go to sleep. So that's the game plan. We'll be talking again soon. Okay, I guess I'll do another update here. Let me kind of give you some idea of what we're doing here. That right there is the coastline of Florida. Directly north of us, about 15 miles, is Destin, Florida. So that is over there. Can't see it. It's just beyond the horizon. May be able to see a couple of tall buildings if it was totally clear, but it's not. It's kind of hazy. And that right there is Pensacola. Oops. We don't want that. Let's try that again. Okay, so that right there is Pensacola, and that's where we started over here, which was Port St. Joe. That's where we started this morning. Anyway, have a kind of a cool sunset going on with all the haze. You can see that the water is very rolly but very smooth. So what that means is we've got very little wind. We got the sails up though, because it probably gives us a little bit of a push, just a little bit off of our nose, which is kind of strange. It's supposed to be out of the south, and it's really more out of the southwest. But anyway, but from all the wind yesterday, the seas are still very rolling, and so we're seeing a lot of swell, and it's always difficult to see. I did film a little bit earlier of Serendipity running along next to us in the big swell, so I may insert that here. Hopefully that came out good. We'll see. Anyway, had a nice visit from some dolphins earlier also. So if that works out, I'll insert that here. So, other than that, we are just cruising along. We have not gone very fast to this point on purpose. We could very easily get to Pensacola too early, but we tried to sail for quite a while in very light winds. We're cruising along at about 3 knots, which sounds like really slow, and it is. It's about walking speed, maybe a little faster than walking speed. A fast walk, maybe. But you know, it's okay. That's what sailing's all about. You just have to be really patient, and I am not that, but I'm working on it. So anyway, we just had dinner, and now it's time to watch the sunset. Kim just joined me in the cockpit. She's been down below, so that's kind of the update from here. Not much to say. We're settling in for a long night. We'll have basically 12 hours of darkness, and that'll start here in a little while, and when we get daylight in the morning, we should just about be to Pensacola, and that will be the last of our sailing journey for this season. From there on, it's all motoring, pretty much. We may do a little bit of sailing out in Mobile Bay, but that's about it. So, our last long section of this trip that's out in open water. From here on, it's going to be inland. So, there we go. Hope your evening is good. Talk to you soon.